Hi, Jake here. Just thought I'd throw a quick video up here on my progress. Haven't done one in a couple days. We're down to 243, so we lost another pound. Had a plateau at 244 there for 5 days, and now we seem to have lost another pound, so we might be in our losing a pound a day or a half pound or whatever. It doesn't matter as long as it's a positive gain, and we're not gaining, we're still losing. So we went through all our keto chili and it was all right. Now we went to the store and they had a bunch of these sirloin pork roasts, and they had like it was a pack of almost 5 pounds, 2 big roasts for $6, and so we picked that up and we sliced them into steaks and cooked them up and made some vegetables, and we ate that last night. It was really good, no problems. So I did a count on my carbs on that meal, and the way I fix my vegetables and everything, I usually put them in a big pot and beef broth in there and everything, and the total pot is about 20 carbs, but then I only take a 2.25 cup bowl in that of my vegetables with my meat, and so it's running about 5 carbs per meal, which I think is really good. And that, I figure I can get 4 bowls of out of that pot that I made up, and then I'll just add my meat as I go. So I'm cooked up 4 or 5 pieces of that roast, and so I'll have that today and tomorrow, and that should knock that off and be down on the vegetables. Good. I like eating that way. I can eat that way forever, so doesn't bother me one bit. Still doing the 24-hour fast. I having a problem. I'm not hungry right now, and if I get a little hunger pain, I just take a sip of coffee and away it goes. It's 11 in the morning. We got 12 inches of new snow last night, so I'm on my way out to blow a bunch of snow out of the way, move snow around, and everything's all socked in. You can't even hardly open the door with the snow up against it. So that's where I'm headed. I thought, well, I'll just do this real quick and then we'll get out there and get to work. So one of the things I want to touch on this episode, and you've probably heard this before, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Well, that's the way I was. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, and you're age 66 going on 67, and your body is telling you that about the only thing you can do is go sit in your easy chair and rest. It's time to make a change in your life. And so that's what I was. I was sick and tired of the way I was feeling. I was run down. My feet hurt, my back hurt, my body hurt, and, you know, most of us, we say, oh, it's just old age. That's the way you get when you get old age. Well, I'm here to tell you, my feet don't hurt, my back don't hurt, and I got plenty of energy right now. And that's only been a month and a half, a little over a month. So I can't imagine what we're going to be doing here 2 months, 3 months down the road. I remember last summer, I was too tired to go fishing, and when you get too tired to go fishing, you know there's a problem. I only had the boat in the water twice, and usually we have it in the water at least every week or a couple times a week. You know, you run up, throw the boat in the water, 20 minutes you're out there playing on the lake. Well, we didn't do it this year. And it was just being tired and didn't have the energy to get up and go do it. So that's the one thing about this diet is I have the energy to get up and go out. I've got a couple hours worth of snow blowing out there. No problem. I'll be just as soon as it's still snowing, so I'm just sitting there waiting for it to quit snowing, and then it's supposed to clear off, get cold. So we're going to get that snow moved out of the way so it doesn't block everything in. So that's what we're up to. I went and drug out a large. This is a extra large shirt. I was wearing 2X. Thought I'd throw this on, see how it is. Still tied around the chest, and my belly will hang out the bottom of it. But it's a little motivation. Put it on, tried it. Yeah, I could get by wearing an extra large now, but it's still pretty tight. But I figure in a couple of weeks I'll be moving down. I checked out my 38s. I can get into them. It's all tough getting them snapped, but I can't get into them now, so that's a little bit. And what else we got going here? Feeling good. Nothing serious. We take it one day at a time. I was hoping to do a little more weight loss than what I am, but if it's always been positive, 0.4, 0.2, 0.0, and then we went 244.0 to 243.8, now we're 243.6, so it's a positive down. So we ain't going backwards. And like the pork steaks, I had 1.5 pork steaks, and they're about the size of my hand. And then I had a half of one, and then the 2 1/4 cup bowl of the vegetables with my beef broth mixed into it. And I'm thinking, when I mix that up, I only eat one meal a day. So you have to add a little salt. You got to have at least a teaspoon of salt a day. Your body requires at least a teaspoon. And so you got to salt the hell out of it, or eat salt or something. I don't know. I salted it pretty heavy, and I didn't use a teaspoon of salt. I like to grind my sea salt, so I ground it all up on the meat and on the vegetables, but it never did come close to a teaspoon, at least my little teaspoons. So that's one thing I'm thinking is I'm not getting enough salt, but I'm going to do some measurements and see and if that's going to help or what's going. I like to take a drink of pickle juice after my meal, and that with that vinegar and stuff, that kind of kicks the digestion in a little quicker. And so, I eat that at 4 o'clock, and then by 8 o'clock at night, I was probably all done digesting and going into autophagy, they call it, is where your body moves into this repair mode and starts repairing what's wrong with your body. We never let our body get into the repair mode, because every time you eat or put something in your body, it kicks out of the repair mode and goes back into the digestion and energy mode. And the same thing with what they call it, flight and flee or flight or run, I don't know, fight or flight, something like that. Anyway, that kicks you out of your body going into repair mode. And so I like to give my body at least 12 hours to repair itself before I want to eat or get it back over into the digestion and energy mode. And it seems to be working. That's why my back is feeling really good now. And it's cold. I'll find out today, and I'll put a video of how my back feels after snow blowing for about 2 hours out there. So we'll see what happens there. I'm thinking it's going to be just fine. So, but I just wanted a quick one up here before I go outside and do a little weight update. This is day 39, so we're not doing too bad. Hopefully in the next 4 or 5 days we're going to hit that 25-pound goal, and that's 1/4 of the way, and if I could do that in a month and a half, 25 pounds, in a month and a half or almost 2 months, that's pretty doggone good. That's probably a pretty reasonable goal. We'll see how it goes down the road here. I don't plan on changing my diet any. I have the meat. I have enough fat in the meat. So many people are calling this a dangerous diet. I don't know what's so dangerous about it. You're eating real food. You're eating good food. I heard people say, well, it's just bacon and eggs. Well, in a month and, month and 2 weeks, I've had bacon and eggs 5 times. So not even once a week. I'll have it about once a week or something, maybe less. I'm not big on that. I mean, it works. I don't get hungry after I eat it, and, it's a change of pace. So I have some nice beef steaks in the fridge that I got to try, and I got another nice beef pot roast that I want to cook up and slice it into little slices and cook it up and see how it goes. And I've been using a lot of spices, that Italian seasoning spice. They're all 0-carb spices, that cumin and some smoked paprika spices on the stuff, and that gives it a little kick. I like the red pepper flakes. I like a little kick. I can throw some jalapenos in there and spice it up, and it works really good for me. So I just wanted a quick update here. We'll throw this into the program and render it up while I'm out snowblowing. It'll take a while to do that, and I just get that done and up on the YouTube. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.